Okay. Hi, my name is Julie Vu, and today is going to be a different kind of story, or I'm so nervous I'm stumbling, I can't even talk properly, but today is going to be a different type of video. I've never kind of shared this with too many people, or I have definitely not shared this to the whole entire world, so this is a little bit big for me. I've been thinking about this topic for a while now, and I haven't made a video in like a week, and I've just been thinking about this topic, and I think I want to talk about it. I think I'm ready. I just want to state that this isn't a pity party. I don't want you guys to feel bad for me. This isn't to grab attention. I honestly feel like I need to get this off my chest for some sort of closure, or if it's going to help someone out there, to let them know that they're not alone. If this has ever happened to them, that they're not alone. So I'm going to start off by saying I was raped when I was about 14 years old. I was young and I was naive, and it was like during the summertime. My parents were off on vacation to Vietnam, so just my grandparents were there taking care of us, and you know, we weren't allowed to go out, but I was just a rebel, and I went out past my curfew, and I just went downtown. I lived in Surrey back then, so it was about 45 minutes SkyTrain ride to downtown Vancouver. So someone has messaged me on social media asking to take photos of me, headshots and stuff, and I thought it was a really good idea at the time. I was just honestly young and dumb, and I didn't know better. But you live and you learn, and you go through mistakes to know better. So I met up with this man. He was about like an older gentleman. I think he was 40 or something at the time. And so we met downtown, and we went back to his place where he has a big balcony, and we took some photos. And I don't know if I have those photos anymore. I don't want to see those photos anymore, but we went upstairs to his apartment, and there was a big patio, and he started to take some photos, and then he shared me those photos, he was showing them to me on his computer. And then he asked if I wanted to see his room. By the way, I'm not making this up for anything. I swear to God, this is the honest truth and the only truth. I've shared this with my ex-boyfriend. He knows about it, and I've told one of my cousins about it, and that's about it. I have not told anyone else. Anyone else. I have not told my parents. I have not told my best friends. I haven't told anyone. So I can't believe I'm sharing this, but this is crazy to me. He asked if I wanted to see his Superman collection. He had this crazy Superman obsession. He had figurines, he had posters, he had memorabilia, he had everything. So we went into his room, and I was looking at it, and then he grabbed me by the waist and he threw me onto his bed. And I was really scared because I was like, what's happening here? I've never had sex before. I don't know what the hell's going on. Is this guy going to beat me up? What is going on? I honestly did not know what was going to happen. But clearly, I knew what was up. And I was so scared. It was frightening because he was much bigger than I was. I was a skinny little boy, and he was a bigger person. He was a bigger human being, and he was so strong. And then he started to pull my pants down, and at this point I didn't know what to do. I didn't really know this man, and just I was thinking where was the door? Where did I come in from? I was just trying to map it out, thinking in my head oh my God, I want to plan an escape route. What would I do? Would I run out? Run the door? Would he chase after me? I just had so much going on in my head. I just didn't know what to do, and I was scared. So I just kept quiet, and he, inserted his private part into my area, and I'm not gonna cry. I'm done and over it, but I don't remember how long it was. I don't think it lasted for too long. But I was traumatized. I was shaking. It has never happened to me before. And I didn't want to scream. I didn't want to say no. I didn't want to say anything. And I think that's where the problem was. You know, like, he was an older man, and I thought I could have trusted him. But clearly I couldn't. And so I just kept quiet because I didn't want him to hurt me or anything. Honestly, I don't know. If I were to scream, if I were to say no, would he like hit me? Would he like, you know, try to kill me? Like, I just did not want to be dead. So I just kept quiet and I just laid there like a dead fish, and I was just traumatized. I didn't make a sound. I didn't look at him. My eyes were closed. And after that, I just left right away. I didn't say a word. I just put on my shoes and I like ran out the door, and I was shaking so much. So after I left his building, I went downstairs and I felt weird. I didn't feel right. I was literally walking down the street full of people and I felt like I didn't fit in for some reason. I just felt like I felt dirty. I felt like I didn't feel right. I felt disgusted. And I called my cousin right away and I was like, hey, can I meet you right now? Like, something just happened. But I didn't tell her that I got raped. I just told her that, oh, hey, I had sex, blah, blah, blah. But that wasn't the truth. I was just so scared and nervous. I didn't know what to say to her. But I met up with her and we like hung out and stuff and we talked, and then I went home right away. And I just closed myself from the world and I didn't really want to talk to anybody. Yeah. I didn't go to the police because I thought I would get into big trouble with my parents. And I don't know. I don't know why I didn't go to the police about it, but I don't know where he is now. I have no idea. I don't want to know. I don't have his number, nothing. It's like, bam. Now that I'm 23 years old and I've experienced so much, if I could go back in time and talk to my 14-year-old self, I would say it's okay to say no. I would say do not trust or meet someone that's 40 years old, more double of your age. Don't do it. Be safe, be smart. My advice for people out there who want to get into modeling or just want professional photos taken by another person, you know, make sure someone is there with you, because there's lots of people out there these days who are called GWC, which means guy with camera. They're not professional in what they do. They just have a camera and they say they're going to take photos of you, but you don't really know what's going to happen after that. So for all you younglings out there, or teens out there, or older people out there, just be aware and be careful. Have a friend with you. Tell people where you're going. And, you know, it's a scary world out there. You need to watch your back for yourself. A couple people have reached out to me, sharing their stories with me, and the culprit, you know, could be anyone. It could be a family member. It could be your uncle, your aunt. It could be a stranger in an alleyway. It could be anyone. And for my instance, it was a total stranger. And I don't know. My parents have taught me better, but you know, when you're young, you're just young and dumb, and you just don't think twice. So honestly, for anyone out there, just be careful, and never be too trusting of people. You just don't know what their motive is, and you don't know what their intentions are. So, yeah. I haven't gone to see like a counselor or a therapist or, you know, see the police or anything. I feel so ashamed of myself for some reason. I'm embarrassed. I'm scared. I don't sleep at nighttime. If you know me, I'm always up to like 3 in the morning. I get up around 8:30, 8:40 in the morning. I get like 5 hours of sleep each day. I'm too scared to go to sleep. But it's something that's been bothering me a lot. And, you know, after making my last relationship video, you know, I felt some closure and I felt good about myself that I finally got it off my chest. So in hopes of this video, I can, you know, I don't know. I want people to hear my story, and I want you guys to know that you guys are not alone if this has ever happened to you, which, you know, it happens more than we think or more than we know. A lot of people choose to hide it and not tell anyone. But it does happen, and it's a very, very real topic. And so I hope my story inspires someone out there. Give them a little bit more courage and to not be so scared. It is terrifying, but we have to stay strong. We have to stay positive. But that is all. I don't know what else I should talk about. Just something happened like almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago. So, yeah. And it's finally off my chest, so whew, I can take a deep breath, let it out. It's over, it's done with. Yeah. But thank you for listening to me, what I have to say and share. Again, I don't want this to be a pity party, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Like, it's okay, like, things happen, and, you know, 10 years later, like, I'm here, and I'm a strong woman, and I'm not gonna cry, so, yeah. Alrighty then, I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye! Mwah. Ugh. Anyways.